Hi, I'm Ting Nguyen with the Science Communication Lab, and I'm talking to all the presenters for the Share Your Research competition. And today I'm talking to Justine. Hi, Justine. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, T. Thank you for this introduction and this opportunity. So, my name is Justine Noel, and I'm currently a PhD candidate here at the Icahn School of Medicine in New York City. And I study how different environmental exposures during pregnancy, how does that impact mom's health as well as baby's health?
And what research questions interest you, Justine?
Research questions that interest me fall under the category of immune development. So, what are the key responsibilities or roles that dictate a child in developing a certain type of disorder, and how does the immune system play a role in that? That's been like a something that's interested me for a long time, because it's known that our interactions with our environment can impact our health. But the connection is your immune system. So, understanding how these environments change your immune system to impact your health can allow for new therapeutics or new avenues to pursue, to better understand disease manifestations.
And what motivated you to get into this field of immune development and children's health?
I would say my interest started working in actually neuroscience. In undergrad, I majored in neuroscience at Stony Brook University, where I studied spinal cord development. And it didn't have anything to do with like the immune system and child's or anything like that, but just the model system of looking at how different exposures can impact your development has always been a common thread in my research career and has always been something that I've been interested in at either the cellular level or even looking at the nitty gritty details at the molecular level to understand what's going on.
In your work in cellular research and now immune development, I'm just curious, what's one thing about being a scientist in general and doing research that you wish other people knew?
That we don't lock ourselves in a cave and are cave people all day. We have lives, and um, just we're just passionate about science. That's all. We're no different from anyone else. We just have a different passion, and we love to share that passion.
In talking about the passion that you have for science, what is one of your first science memories that may have fueled this passion?
So my first science memories actually took place in elementary school during the different types of science fairs, and I vividly remember designing that tornado with the soda machine bottles, and like just being amazed at like, oh wow, there's something cool happening physics wise, or something is going on here that I don't really understand. And that sparked the idea of asking questions and being able to test the different types of questions. And I've always been um, enthusiastic to pursue those type of avenues. Mhm.
So, thinking about that curiosity as a kid and what you thought you'd be doing, does that connect with what you're doing now?
No. So I thought as a child I was going to be a medical doctor. I was pursuing that route. Um, Along the way, I got exposed to basic science research, and it was like a magnet. It just pulled me in. And I knew that doing this type of research, having this type of impact on whatever field that I'm working in, was a passion of mine. So no, I didn't become a medical doctor, but it's pretty close.
And for people, young people who are interested in getting into basic science and research, what is something that you want them to know that's great about your field and something that's challenging?
Science is challenging. Not everything works, so not every day is the perfect day. But I think something that keeps me going is the question, like, what is the answers to these questions? Like, despite the experiment not working, there can be another way to solve it. So, what I would say to younger scientists is, don't be too hard on yourself, and pursue, even if you think that you're not going to get that opportunity or get that acceptance, still apply, because you never know. And you can always, it's better to expose yourself to that opportunity than to look back years later and say, what if, you know?
Yeah, you're talking about the creativity that you get to use to find different solutions. And people who are artists or writers also do really well in science too. Do you find you use some of your other skills?
I used to do graphic design in college. So I think I've been implementing a lot of my graphic design skills when I design like figures and when I'm trying to clearly communicate my scientific message to a wide variety of audiences. So yeah, I think having that expertise or that understanding of graphic design has really helped in my science communication.
Yeah. Well, it's been so lovely to talk to Justine. I hope you all check out Justine's research. She talks about this idea of basic research and translation in related to disease. Her talk is called Healthy Mom, Healthy Baby: The Impact of Prenatal Depression on Maternal and Infant Immunity. And you get to see the amazing figures that she put together using her graphic design background. Thank you so much, Justine.
Thank you, T. Thank you, iBiology, for this opportunity.